Good afternoon, everyone. It is a true honor to stand before you today in celebration of Florissant's rich and enduring legacy. Our city story stretches back to the 1700s, and today we take another step in preserving and sharing that remarkable heritage with generations to come. Florissant is more than just a place on the map. It is a living tapestry woven from the lives and labors for those who came before us. From the early French settlers to the German families who followed, our roots run deep. We are home to over 80 historic properties, including the oldest church west of the Mississippi and the stately three-story mansion once owned by Missouri's first millionaire. These landmarks are not just buildings, they are chapters in the story of who we are. At the heart of our city lies the Historic District, the jewel of Florissant. It's where the past meets the present and where our commitment to preservation shines brightly. Today, I am proud to unveil a new initiative that brings our history to life in a fresh and meaningful way. Thanks to an effort between the Florissant Veterans of Foreign War 4105, the Friends of Veterans, Historic Florissant Incorporated, Councilman Tom O'Donnell, TK Signs, myself and volunteers, Terri Spring and Christine Kyle, we have created a series of historic markers that are placed in strategic locations throughout the Historic District. These durable, weatherproof signs tell the stories of historic events and sites, many of which can no longer be seen, yet remain vital to the development of Florissant. They serve as windows into the past, inviting residents and visitors alike to pause, reflect, appreciate the journey that brought us here. This dream would not have come to life without the generous support of our local businesses and organizations. I'd like to extend a heartfelt thanks to these organizations and businesses. The Florissant City Diner, Maganelli American Family Insurance, Dooley's Florist and Gifts, Nagwire Materials, Gold Camp Heating and Cooling, One Way Roofing, Travers Automotive, McBride Homes, Hutchins Mortuary, Veterans of Foreign War Post 4105, the Florissant Eagles, the Knights of Columbus, Florissant Rotary, Florissant Old Town Partners, and Historic Florissant. Your investment in our city's history is a gift to every resident and visitor who walks these streets. At this time, I would now like to turn the podium over to Mr. Tom O'Donnell, Councilman Ward 6 for the City of Florissant.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. And I would be remiss unless I extended a sincere thank you to the Mayor. Without his influence, efforts, and his consideration to approve this whole project, nothing really would have happened. And so we are so grateful for that. There are some other Florissant dignitaries that I'd like to introduce. From Ward 2, Councilman Paul Manganelli is here. And the president of Old Town Partners, Jessica Berchtold, as well as our economic development director, Patrick Mulcahy, is. We'll welcome all of them. So I'd also like to mention Joe Redden, and I'm sure you'll hear his name other times. I think Mayor mentioned it, but he was unable to be here tonight. He came to me a little over a year, maybe a year and a half ago, with the intention of renaming the VFW Plaza, which is called Revere Plaza, for it to become a Veterans Plaza. And he didn't want to offend anybody, so his idea was to have some sort of a marker, some sort of a noteworthy place to designate the historical significance of that plaza. So needing information toward that, we turned to the knowledgeable person in Florissant historically, and that would be Gina Seibe with Historic Florissant. And we got this story based on the background, and somewhere along the line it came to be known, and probably Gina, what if we didn't just do one banner or one marker? What if we had all these historical events around our city that we commemorated with some sort of a marker or a plaque? And a group was formed from there. Greg Lohman from Friends of Veteran came on soon after that, as well as Chris Kyle from Old Town Partners. And then all of us got organized in actual minutes and spreadsheets when Terri Spring became a part of the effort. So many people, and I know Gina's going to thank some other people, but I'm really proud of this group. As a group of citizens, they went out and organized this and then marketed it, sold it, and we had many of our businesses that have purchased these markers at no cost to the city. So from here, I'm not sure where it goes, but certainly there are more historic events than the 15 that we've started with. And I'd especially like to say that those markers or those historical events have happened outside of Ward 6, and that is outside of the Old Town proper. And I look forward to expanding this program, hopefully, and including other areas of our city which are rich with history. So thank you all for being here, and God bless you all. I'd like to now bring up Gina Seibe, President of Historic Florissant, and Gina has some things to say. Thank you all.
Good afternoon, everyone. We couldn't be more thrilled to finally unveil the historic markers and celebrate the rich heritage of Florissant. This moment marks the realization of a long-held dream, and we're so proud to share it with you. To help guide your journey, we've prepared a complimentary brochure for each of you. These brochures will be available at key public locations throughout the city. Inside, you will find a detailed map of the historic markers and a list of our generous sponsors. As you visit each marker, you're going to find a QR code that, when scanned with your phone, opens a gateway to photos, expanded site information, and links to our supporting local businesses. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thanks to Stephen Kinnison from the City of Florissant. Stephen, where are you? And also to Chris Pease for their incredible work in developing a companion website that brings these markers to life online. I'd also like to thank Jason Timmey and the Street Department for installing the markers during these very hot days. Yes, they deserve an applause. Our goals for this initiative are simple yet powerful. We want to educate the residents and visitors about Florissant's rich history. We want to boost tourism and community engagement, encourage walking traffic throughout the historic district and nearby areas, and promote and support our local businesses. We invite you to visit each marker this evening and share your experiences on social media and support the businesses that help make this project a reality. But most importantly, when you go to each marker, immerse yourself in the story of Florissant and enjoy the journey through time. And now it's my pleasure to invite the mayor to unveil our first historic marker.
You know, I think Gina deserves another round of applause. She does such a great job with this historic and really keeping history alive in the city of Florissant. Gina, thank you so much for everything you do. So I just want to thank everybody for being here today and thank everybody for helping keep Florissant alive. And like I said, certainly Gina and everybody else that was involved in this endeavor certainly appreciate it. My office appreciates it. I know the city council does, and I know our community does. So thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you.